She know what she wanted and had to go get it without being caught. Kiss that, kiss that, kiss that.
Hi friends, long time no see. Decided to come out of my fucking hibernation. I've delayed this coming back to YouTube and posting fitness content. Been debating it for a hot minute. Partly because I'm like, do people even give a fuck? Or have they noticed that I stopped posting in that light? The other part is that it's not just my story. Other people were involved, but I think it's important to just speak about things that you've gone through, to kind of just share the experience and what I've taken away from everything with other people that may be going through the same thing or will find themselves going through the same thing eventually. Sitting here eating my breakfast. She's not the cutest, but eggs, egg whites, spinach, sugar-free ketchup. Even though this is my breakfast, a lot has changed since the last video. I no longer am being coached by anyone, which means I'm not following like a strict workout plan or meal plan or protocol, anything really. I no longer have a personal trainer, and I'm no longer working towards a bodybuilding competition. With all that being said, I'm still eating this breakfast because I still care about my health and my physique. None of that has changed. I still go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week to get down into the nitty gritty. Well, before I do that, I want to give a shout out to homie at university. I don't know your name. I'm terrible with names. But he asked me when the YouTube was coming back or like when I was going to drop another video. And honestly, you're the reason I'm even going through with this. So shout out to you. Stopped working with a coach. Just because even though I feel like I looked the best I've ever looked. Ooh, I need to sneeze. Whew, okay. Just because I looked the best that I feel I've looked thus far, I felt quite shitty. My sleep was not on point. I mean, it was better than the 5 hours I was getting when I was juggling 2 jobs, but I was just waking up a lot, not getting like a full good night of rest. Like I never woke up feeling fully rested. My skin looked the worst it's looked my entire life. Like 26 years old, 27 years old, having cystic acne for the first time was just not it for me. So first things first, decided to stop working with my coach. I wanted to feel better and make sure that my health was on point before pushing myself to do a competition. And I felt that we didn't really align in that being the main priority. So I figured it was just better to kind of go separate ways. And I was doing blood work more often than I normally do. Now that I was no longer working with a coach, I felt like I could dabble a little bit in different foods and food groups, which for me, I feel like has made such a difference, especially with my skin. Being on prep with my coach, I was literally only eating like grilled chicken, cod, asparagus, egg whites, and like almonds. Like I kid you not, that's all I was fucking eating. And I've always been one with a super sensitive belly. Like I was a pescatarian for 13 years just trying to like not have tummy aches, and I thought that it was coming from like red meat. Realized that wasn't the case, and now that I actually have introduced red meat back into my diet, I feel a lot better, like energy wise and honestly just overall. So now I told you guys my breakfast. I had a few pieces of watermelon also. So just being able to like branch out in different foods and not like stress about it and be like, oh my god, you're a piece of shit, you're never going to be a wellness competitor when branching off of plan has been like night and day for me. So because I no longer had a coach, I was like, you know what, I still want to compete. I still need a trainer to like have that accountability in the gym. since the coach isn't there anymore. I'm not sending anyone like update pics, whatever. I was like, maybe I'll still compete in April. Who knows? Like, let's see what I can do by myself while also getting my health right. And then maybe I'll reach out to a coach just to like lean me out for stage, you know, and then see what other coaches are thinking about this approach too. So I tell my trainer this, all game for it, whatever. Long story short, trainer and I are not allowed to work together anymore because of the trainer's partner. Cool. So this is like another step in my frame of mind at that point anyway, towards not competing anytime soon anyway. And your girl also like fell in love recently. If you're only a YouTube follower, not a follower on Instagram, you won't have any idea. But being a competitive bodybuilder, you can't go out on dinner dates. A lot of things you can't do. Can't go out drinking. There was like explanations I'd have to provide as to why I'm not eating certain things. I don't know, just fucking draining to try to balance like a new relationship that I'm so happy in and something that I feel was like draining me, even though like the end goal is what was like keeping me happy or keeping me in it. And I kind of just took a step back and was like, what is more important to me right now? At this day and age, I feel like my goals have changed from 5-6 years ago. I mean, I've changed as a person. My lifestyle is different, even though the gym and like dieting has been pretty consistent. And I honestly just want like massive legs and a fat ass. Like, that's all it is. If I have like capped delts, cool, but not the end of the world. If I can be shredded while I do that, sick. But like not being able to eat certain things and only eating like 5 things every single day was like adding almost a layer of depression. Like I felt like I was developing like a food disorder. I feel a lot healthier now, a lot happier now. This has been an ongoing thing since about November. So went through the holidays, had a 28th birthday, went to Puerto Rico with my mans and some friends. Like, I don't think any of that would have either happened or been as enjoyable if I was on prep. Because I either would have been following the plan that I'm paying for, the coach that I'm paying for, and not gotten to fully experience all those things, or not experience them in the same way, or I would have not followed plan and felt like a piece of shit after. So, either way you put it, I'm glad that I made the decision that I did. As of right now, competing is not in the horizon for me, and I'm totally okay with that. I feel like a lot of people get lost in like the glitz and glam of competing and looking fucking shredded and whatever. It's sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like having abs and like veins popping out just all over was sick. I can definitely do that though in a more healthy state. I can do that naturally. I don't need to be limiting myself to 3 different foods and injecting a bunch of shit to do that. Or paying someone $300 a month to tell me to do that. I feel like I'm at a point, and I've worked with enough people, and when I say worked with enough people, I mean clients and trainers, clients and coaches, just figuring out how the human body and how different human bodies respond to things. So I'm super grateful for everyone that I've worked with, people I continue working with, all the knowledge and experience I've gathered over the years. But all of this to say, like, it's okay to fucking start over. I feel like part of me was so, like, dedicated to this goal of competing, and I had told so many people about it, like, so many friends, family members, whatever, obviously, that I was like, fuck, how am I going to tell all these people I'm not competing? Like, all these people that have been rooting me on and, like, asking me when my show's going to be and all of this, but what these same people don't see is like the stress it was giving me, how unhealthy it really was for me, the money that I was spending. And like, yeah, it's an investment in myself, but I definitely would have gone about things a different way if competing wasn't like the end goal. So I still work out 5-6 times a week. I still want to post fitness content and plan on posting fitness content. The videographer that I work with on 99% of my content is still around, but also went through a bunch of fucking life changes. So, you know, we're all just getting older. Things are fucking changing. Relationships are developing. Relationships are ending. Like, that's fucking life, right? And I think just adaptability is such an underrated trait. And going through all of this and making all these different decisions for myself and reminding myself, like, my happiness and my health is what's most important, has been a big takeaway from all of this for me. And dude, I'm still a fucking bodybuilder. Like, I don't care what people say. I still drink a bunch of powders for my insides and my muscle development and growth. I still weigh some of the things that I consume. I still look at fucking ingredient labels before I eat anything and the caloric fucking makeup of things. But it's more so for the fun of it now and for the sake of being healthy. I'm hitting upper body again, which I fucking love. And if you've been on YouTube, you know I love it. Hitting chest again with my boyfriend, which I wasn't able to do before because I had to hit 5 lower body days before. Like, my back feels better. I like going to the gym again. It's just so many positive things that have come with making what in like the grand scheme of things seems like such a small choice changed so much in my life. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much my full rant, my little life update. I have a little Garmin watch now and it tracks all my steps. So that's something I am tracking. I try to hit at least 15,000 steps a day. I'm no longer working at my 9-to-5 office job that I was at for 5.5 years. I'm still training some clients. University Fitness, shout out. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you need a meal plan, a workout plan, online coach, personal trainer, anything, holla at your girl. My Instagram is blueclue_. You'll see it in my video intro down below, the whole 9. But yeah, I'm very happy with how things are. It's shitty that like some friendships had to end and some people had to be put in their place and whatever, but again, that's life. And I'm very happy with the way things have unfolded. And I'm really hoping that posting this video gets me out of my little funk. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you think I need to shut the fuck up and stick to the gym content, you don't care about why I'm doing what I'm doing or not doing, you can comment that. I'm not one to get easily offended. Otherwise, stay sexy, my baby.